play to start this one. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Washington Huskies offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
They go to the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Leaves it with the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
The Wildcats are in the hurry up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Arizona! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick handoff. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big things.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Ooh, goodness gracious. I don't know if that head coach is gutsy or crazy.
Probably both. Maybe both. A lot of coaches are. But the analytics do say you should go for it more on 4th down than conventional wisdom would suggest.
20.
Fair enough. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Frank. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Power football with the run. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The give to the left. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
The Huskies are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Makes the grab on the left.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys could go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz.
Oh, it's out! And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense in the hurry-up.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Arizona right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Frank. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass. It's Nunez. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The give to the lone running back. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's got it inside the 35. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina.
They'll toss it to the left. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Might as well stick with him. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Arizona in a hurry. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. A lot of urgency for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Give to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Now facing a third and long. They'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the ball slipped out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Nunez. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wide out in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Bringing the heat. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the right. And tackled there by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to get the edge on the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking left. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Arizona right back to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
They're looking for an advantage to the right.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd and eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
Catches it at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Nunez. He looks that one in nicely.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Wants to fire on second down. Hugs it downfield. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
The give to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Washington right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Nunez. He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Extending the play. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Jonah has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Just a little off. Incomplete. Arizona runs out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll give it to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. The lone back's got it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Why do you call it so third down becomes an easier down? It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll try to pick up the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. After the run, now to throw. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old.
It's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
As a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers, you force the fumble. Man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. The pitch. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this field.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Hand off from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. From the gun, the running back has it. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The give to the tailback. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Sweet cut there. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Smashes through. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy completion. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking for a man, it's Nunez. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Arizona in a hurry. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He's going to pass on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A third and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Nunez. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to be in the stadium, knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball?
Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Washington! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. He makes the connection. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. The aerial assault continues. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
It's a draw. Powers through the defender. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! 2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. It's on target and complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all give them the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Safe completion on the screen. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He'll just keep slinging it right down the middle. It's caught. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Looking to move it through the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it going the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
He's got it down the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Touchdown, Huskies! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arizona 20.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on third? Touchdown, Huskies! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to go up top on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. 2nd down coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's on this one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.